First you have the Dynasty or Lei Gam Gei oyster sauce, and then Lei Gam Gei's dark soy sauce. Then you have one bunch of bok choy, a small bunch of bok choy, baby bok choy, and cut it out into thin slices, small little slices. I would say about close to about a 1/4 inch thick. One string of green onion, mince. I like fresh garlic, so I have 2 cloves of garlic here. If you don't like garlic that much, 1 clove or half a clove. This is 1 chicken thigh cut up, just 1 chicken thigh cut up. You have a wok with about 4 tablespoons or 4 teaspoons of oil, and let it get hot, really hot. As you see it steaming. Throw in the bok choy first. Now this is a lo mein, chicken lo mein fish with bok choy. You stir fry it. Now when you stir fry the bok choy, until you see it brown a little bit. It has to brown a little bit. Now I'm going to have the camera on while I'm cooking it so that you cook it for the length of time. When this is done, that means it's done. It's real easy. Just follow me. It's real easy. Just follow me and I'm sure let it brown a little bit now. Don't gotta let it brown. See the coloring in it? Now if you see all the oils almost absorbed up. But when I say brown, you have it brown, but not until it is burnt. You know, you don't want it burnt. Put the garlic in there as you push it aside, the vegetable, and you put the garlic in there, and let the garlic brown. You let the garlic brown for a little while, like this. Then you add the chicken meat. You add the chicken meat, and then you turn it. As you can see, it's browning. Now the chicken meat, you don't add too much. You don't add anything to it yet. You let it brown, you let the chicken meat cook a little bit as you're stirring it. Now you don't want the meat to overcook, because if it overcooks, it'll taste real tough. The Chinese would say too ngan, meaning too tough. If you don't cook it so much, it won't be ngan. It'll be tender. You let it sit here. Oh, you smell the aroma. If you cook it, you smell it. You smell the garlic, the aroma of the garlic. And then you make an opening in here like this. See that? A little opening there. And then you put your green onion in there. Now at this point, you don't want to cook the chicken too dry. So at this point, you add a 1/4 cup of water. See the water in here? The water will prevent it from browning too much. You know, you don't want it burnt. So the water also called 蘸水. 蘸水 means to shock it with the water. See, that way it will retain all the vitamin in the bok choy. You know what bok choy is? You get them in Chinese restaurants all the time. It's bok choy. Then you add about a tablespoon of oyster sauce. I prefer to use Lei Gam Gei, but we have a dynasty here. Lei Gam Gei is a very old name in China. Been around for a long time, and their oyster sauce is the best. Their sauces is the best, to be honest with you. Now remember, the cornstarch, you have to use cornstarch to thicken this if you have to. But if you don't, see this little bit here? This oyster sauce will thicken it right there without using cornstarch. Now the dark soy sauce that we had, that I showed you earlier, the Lei Gam Gei dark soy sauce, I would say put about 2 tablespoons in there. Of this nice dark soy sauce. And then you turn it around and let it cook. As this is boiling, I'm going to go get the noodles because the noodles are already been cooked. Now if you're cooking the noodle that are dry from the supermarket, you will you'll use you cook a little longer. But if you use the fresh ones that you buy at the supermarket, then you cook it for 3 or 4 minutes. You don't want to cook it for the fresh one. You don't want to cook it for too long, because if you cook it for too long, it will cause it to be mushy. It won't be as tasty. Since I made these myself this morning, I am going to see this noodle right here? See how nice? Ooh, now I'm going to pour it in here. Yeah, this noodle I made this morning. Remember I showed it to you earlier? And then, see how you stir it in here? You don't stir fry, but you stir it in this thing here. Like this. Look at it. It's like lo mein. You know, you go to a restaurant, Chinese restaurant, and get a plate of lo mein. And it costs you a lot of money. It costs you like $5, $6, like a 2 hours work, 1 hour's work. But the good thing with this is you can learn how to cook it at home and impress your friends and your family. And you will find that when you cook it this way, by instruction, you'll find that it tastes very Chinesey, it tastes really good, and it in fact tastes better than a restaurant. Now you shut off the fire. Look how nice it is. See? Shut off the fire now. Look how beautiful this dish is. You know how cheap chicken thighs are and how cheap noodles are. If you can't find Chinese noodle, rice noodle, get spaghetti. Spaghetti will work just as good. And bok choy is very good. It's really cheap too. And so is oyster sauce and soy sauce. Now, with this dish here, if you can't find bok choy, you could use broccoli. You could use maple cabbage. You could use cabbage. You could use practically any type of vegetable. It doesn't have to be Chinese vegetable, but bok choy is very well distributed in supermarkets. I'm sure you'll be able to find it.